Peace, everybody. Sweet Science Boxing Academy. Be back with another video. All right, man. So Tank, he just kicked off his press conference with Lamont Roach, and I just talked about it. I thought it was a good press conference, but in the press conference, I thought that Lamont Roach just actually won the overall press conference just off of the idea that he just was chill and calm, and not he didn't let Tank get to him. Everything Tank was saying, he just was just rolling off his shoulder and everything. And that's credit to, him being from the DMV, me being from Philly too. Like I can relate. We just got that nonchalant attitude. And it's just like, yo, bro, it is what it is. We gonna get in the ring and fight anyway. So all that stuff you talking, I ain't really trying to hear that stuff. And that's kind of what Lamar Roach brought to the press conference, which I actually liked. So I thought he won the press conference. I don't know he gonna win the fight though, because that's still Tank. But as far as the press conference, I thought Lamont Roach won it, so it was all good. But speaking of Tank, they was asking him about like Keyshawn Davis after the press conference, the reporters, and Tank was basically saying that Keyshawn Davis, he checked Keyshawn Davis. He's saying that when Keyshawn was going back and forth with him on Twitter, Tank called him the B word or whatever, and then Keyshawn was just saying that, oh, he crying like a girl because he light skinned and all that stuff. So he was like, why he ain't say nothing back? He was like, yeah, all right, because he knew what time it was. And I'm just like, mm, I don't know, bro. That don't really make sense. like, uh, like I just said about Lamont Roach being from the DMV. Well, Keyshawn is from the DMV too because he's from Norfolk, Virginia. That's where that V Park come in at in DMV. And he don't really let stuff get to him all like that too and everything. And the way I look at it, because I like Tank as a fighter and everything, but it's just the way he acts as a person. I just think that he act like like feminine ways, just like how most dudes in urban communities be growing up without a father in the household. That's just how it is. He just so happened to know how to fight and got knockout power. But that don't change nothing about his emotions and his personality. And I think Keyshawn looked at him like the way I looked at him, like, bro, you acting like a sissy right now. But all right, it's cool. I ain't gonna keep, going back and forth with you. It is what it is. Like, we either gonna fight or we not gonna fight. That's just my thoughts. I could be wrong, but that's how I'm looking at it. And I just think it's weird. What I do think is though is I don't think Tank is scared of Keyshawn because we all fighters, and once you fight and get in the ring, once you've done it for years and fighting people, like you really not scared of nobody for real, for real. Like the caution is there because ain't none of us invincible, but you really ain't scared, especially if you got belief in your skills and everything. And Tank, he's undefeated with hella knockout power, and he got boxing pedigree. But you can say the same thing about Keyshawn as well. So I look at them like both the same. And this is the reason why I believe Tank is a little wary of Keyshawn. I believe that, to be honest with you, I think Tank might be a little more timid of Keyshawn than he is Shakur and all of them. Just because of that aggression and that self confidence, that belief. Because that same self confidence and belief that Keyshawn got is the same thing that Tank had when he was coming up in the ranks. And probably, I think Keyshawn got more so just because of his amateur pedigree. He actually went to the Olympics and became a silver medalist. And he's moving up in the rankings only with like, what, 12, 13 fights now? I think he got 13 fights now. His last fight, he just knocked out Ramos and Lemos. And uh, Lemos was like, what, 21 and 1, something like that, or 26 and I think he only had one loss, and he had like 25, 22, had like 26 fights or something like that with 21 knockouts. So he was overweight like hell. He was like a damn super. He was like a junior middleweight fighting him, and Keyshawn did what he did in his 13th fight. I don't think Tank would have forced him on like that in his 13th fight. So I think Tank recognized the real. You know how they say game peep game and real recognize real. I think the realness of Tank recognized the realness of Keyshawn, and I think he might be just a tad bit worried because he see that Keyshawn is on his heels, and unlike Shakur Stevenson, he's not going to be on the defense. You know, Shakur, he would be more on the defense fighting Tank. Keyshawn not going to come with that same tactic. Keyshawn is going to come forward and come at Tank. It's going to be a collision course, and because of the IQ, he's not going to be like a Ryan Garcia, a Leo Santa Cruz, a Pitbull. He's coming with that boxing IQ and pedigree, that American black style. I hate to bring race into it, but y'all, I think y'all get what I mean when I say that. It's going to mesh well. It's going to be a good fight, but I think the chances of losing will lower more with Tank Keyshawn than anyone else, even though he is only 13-0 right now. And his best bet is probably is to fight him now because once if he become like 20-0, 22-0, oh man, I think his confidence would be so through the roof just off of that alone. And he's gonna be like he's still growing. I think he chances are he probably is gonna beat Tank if we fought it around that time versus now. So that's what I think. But yeah, I believe that Tank he recognized the road with Keyshawn. He realized that um, Keyshawn in his heels. So he's saying that anything he can say to try to get the media on his side. But I don't really think it's working. Do you? Let me know what y'all think. Drop y'all comments down below. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, hit the bell. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.